A powerful Excel function, and one that's strangely undocumented in Excel, is called DATEDIF. That's the name of the worksheet we're looking at here. In columns A and B, we've got some starting and ending dates. We want to know how much time has elapsed. In column E, you'll notice the letters Y, M, D. Probably quickly are figuring out what that means, years, month, date. We might want to track elapsed times strictly on the basis of how many years it's been, how many months it's been, how many days, or maybe how many months since the last yearly anniversary, how many days since the last yearly anniversary, and so on. Here's the function, DATEDIF. Now, before doing this, I want to point out that if I said there's a function called DATEDIF and the conversation got interrupted, we didn't go much further at the point, and you're trying to look this up later, you might go to the Formulas tab. Here are date and time functions, and you will not find DATEDIF. It's not here. Or what if you say, well, I know if I click FX, I can find any function I want. You'll click the Insert Function button here. You can narrow it down by date and time, but maybe you've done this previously, maybe not. Maybe you're looking at all of them. You'll click the letter D here. There's date, but no DATEDIF. You don't find it here, and you don't find it here either. It's nowhere to be found, and yet it's available. Let's look at it. Equal DATEDIF. Now, as I'm typing it here too, we don't see it pop up below. DATEDIF, left parenthesis. We don't even see a prompt as to what to put in. Let's put in the starting date, that's in cell A2 in this example, comma, the ending date, comma. If we'd like this in years, and look ahead there, how many years is that? Just over 6. Then we'll put it within double quotes, the letter Y. Upper or lowercase doesn't make any difference. We're done here. The answer is 6. If we wanted to know the number of months, we'll put in an M instead. And sure enough, if we want days, D. So those are pretty quickly obvious once you get used to them. And if we wanted to know how many days it's been since the last yearly anniversary, you can probably do the math in your head there. That's going to be 26. We'll put in YD. How many days has it been since the last yearly anniversary? There it is. And you can experiment with those other choices out there as well. Now, something else to be pointed out here. Think of this as working in the same way that we use our birth dates. For example, the start date here is June 3rd. What if the ending date were June 1st or 2nd? A quick look here says, oh, that's been 6 years. Well, not quite. Go into the function here and make this be simply Y again. Let me see what's happening. 5 years, because we haven't reached the 6-year level. In other words, it doesn't round up. Think of this as what we do with our birthdays. If you are 39 years and 11 months, well, you're 39. Same idea here. Now, in columns G and H, this is a not uncommon situation. You might have a column called hire date. Say it's an HR kind of list. You want to know how many years a person has been here. Now, in this example, you don't want to be constantly recalculating this or putting it in manually. You want it to be up to date all the time. So take advantage of the fact that the today function will work with today's date and always be accurate. So here's DATEDIF. And as in the previous examples, we want to put in the starting date right here, comma, and then today's date with the function today. Now, at the time of this recording, it's November of 2010, and we want to know how many years it's been here. Probably do the math in your head. It's 15 years, right? We need to write parenthesis. There we go. Number of years. And we'll just copy this down the column, and you can quickly check out a few of them here and there. It makes good sense. And by the way, it's before November 18th. So in the example here, even though I'm in the year 2010, that's not 3 years yet. Now, the advantage of this is this might be a huge list. This goes down to row 240 or whatever. You could say on the average, if I open this file every day, on most days, one of these will have changed, or at least every so often one will. We don't obsess or worry about that, but this is a dynamic way to have this field always be up to date using this great function called DATEDIF. And I have yet to find out why this is not documented, but use it to your advantage and experiment a bit with some of the other capabilities using YM, YD, MD. I think for most people, though, the most frequent use of this would be to calculate years the way we see it being used here. I think it's a really valuable function. I use it all the time.